Our Texas team coverage continues. Tonight, senior investigative reporter Tanya Iser breaks down what Gonzales did and didn't do that day.
Adrian Gonzales faces 29 counts of abandoning or endangering a child, 19 for the children who were killed and 10 for those who were wounded. He is the first police officer in the state of Texas to be tried under the statute for allegedly failing to take action. And the outcome of this case could have ramifications for law enforcement far beyond that courtroom. The body cam begins with officers running and a warning.
Guys, be careful! He might be in that building!
Several minutes later, a gunman armed with a long rifle had stepped into Uvalde's Robb Elementary.
Shots fired inside the building, Uvalde!
Uvalde School's police officer Adrian Gonzales and other officers enter through the south side of the school. 77 minutes would pass from the time officers arrived on scene until tactical units finally moved in and killed the gunman. What Gonzales did, or failed to do during those 77 minutes, is now at the heart of a 29-count indictment. Prosecutors allege that after hearing gunshots and being advised of the general location of the shooter, he failed to engage, distract, or delay the shooter, and that he failed to attempt to follow his active shooter training by advancing toward the gunman.
Watching the video and knowing everything that I know about the incident, clearly Uvalde failed at the most basic level of an active shooter response, which is to go and eliminate the threat immediately.
Jurors will now have to decide whether those failures weren't just missteps, but criminal acts.
This is one that could go either way.
Mike Howard is a Dallas criminal defense attorney and former public defender.
If I'm the prosecutor, I'm going to say, well, his inaction placed them, in danger.
But do you criminalize that?
That's right. I'm the defense. Where I'm going to argue is falling short of the mark is not a crime. Even being a coward is not a crime. The defense is really going to put forward, put yourself in Officer Gonzales's shoes. When he arrives, what does he know? What does he not know?
In interviews after the shooting, Gonzales told investigators that after entering the building and hearing gunshots, he attempted to call for a tactical team, but his radio had no reception inside the building.
So I stepped out and never went back into that hallway.
Here's Gonzales positioned at the corner of the building, talking to the Uvalde police sergeant wearing the body camera, telling him what he saw when he first got there.
I saw his teacher on the ground and I thought she had tackled somebody. So when I came up, she was by her side. I saw her running and a cloud of dust. I thought she tackled somebody.
Here he is just minutes before police stormed the classroom and killed the gunman.
You want to start getting kids out? I can start jumping. Cover them. Go, run over there.
This was clearly not a barricaded person.
James Hawthorne served as the chief of a North Texas school district for 9 years until recently retiring.
You have the duty to respond, to act, and try to eliminate the threat because, again, lives are at risk.
The trial is likely to expose far more about what he did and didn't do that day, and whether those choices rise to the level of a crime.
As a prosecutor, I think you just really want to keep the focus on the children, the focus on the victims, and how, there was one man who could have prevented it.